we like to learn a lot from the businesses. I mean, we talked about it. We're fairly young in this process. And so some people are doing stuff better than we are, right? So you don't want to mess up. If they're doing something better, that might be something that needs to get integrated into that process. And so a little bit of his learning from the existing company on what their processes actually are before you go make big sweeping changes. Clearly, if there's something they're doing completely wrong or that's just not going to work or is in a gray area in terms of what they're doing compared to taxes or something, then you're clearly going to fix those things right off the bat. The other things, it's a little bit of a learning process. And even whenever I bought Promax, I didn't change anything for 90 days. All I did was follow the business owner around and make sure I didn't screw anything up. Now, we're trying to get accounting on board, and we talked about the first 90 days. There's a bunch of stuff you need to do, like transfer truck titles and make sure insurance is proper, and get consents on all the contracts and things along those lines that you got to execute on. The other things, the softer skills or the cultural stuff, you are learning a little bit before you go make a change and really screw something up. Our COO, and we still have the ability to do this, he ends up meeting a lot of the guys. So, making sure that people are comfortable with us and, field guys like us and stuff along those lines is something that we do a fair amount of in this process. And getting them all on the same page and see that we're just normal people too is something that we really try to focus on. But to answer the question is, you got to be careful. You got to make sure that you aren't changing something that is their secret sauce. And so right now, we generally keep everybody's name. And so that's a little bit of that. I think over time that could adjust, but everybody becomes a division of Promax. Now, in our industry, they have the company we bought up in Syracuse, no one would know what Promax is, but they've had 47 years worth of brand recognition. And so, going and messing that up, especially on the residential side, could be catastrophic. And so making sure you're not doing something along those lines.